Ladies and gentlemen, today is Thursday and we are doing another LemonAid Q&A session for all of you lovely peeps to have your questions answered. So my name is David Lemon. I'm the community manager here in Groove Digital, and I'm the person that is doing also training videos and also answers the questions in the Facebook group, also closes the tickets on the feedback portal, and sometimes does support. So I'm well diverse and probably ready to answer your questions. Some of the questions I'm not quite sure how to answer. I don't know the answers to, but then I give my best guesses and then try to point people to the right direction. So hopefully you'll be able to get a direct answer from me, and this is what we are doing during these LemonAid Q&A sessions. And today is the number 20, actually 22, not counting the Groovathon that we went through, but it is a very, very good achievement. So 20 plus weeks in a row. Every Thursday I'm sitting here and doing Q&A sessions with you. So far, I believe I'm doing a good job, but time will tell. I'm actually looking forward to seeing your creations and all the questions that you ask me. I hope those are getting towards a result that will help you and and your customers at a later point. So this is what we are doing. In case you are here watching us live, please just jump into the comment section below, say hi, say I'm here, I'm watching, and so on, so that I can welcome all of you. We have already a couple of questions that were posted into this post that you see on the screen now. This is on Facebook, and loads of questions came in, so we'll be answering these first and then all of the other questions that are going to be coming in during this live stream. So in case you do have any questions, make sure you pop them into the comment section of this live stream so that we can get them answered for you. And yeah, hopefully we'll have a great day. We started this in the summer, I believe it was the start of the summer, and it was most of the time it was hot. I know that my air condition wasn't built in yet, and I was looking forward to these lemonade sessions to come with an actual glass of lemonade. At this moment it's a bit colder now where I live, and I come with a nice hot cup of tea in my Groove Master cup, as you can see. This is an interesting thing that you can purchase if you go to GrooveGear. So let's just visit it together. GrooveGear.com. You can come over here and then purchase this Groove Master mug yourself as well. It is pretty cool. It is pretty big. So there are a couple of other versions of over here. Accessories, mugs. I got the big one. As you can see, it's as big as my hand, and here you can see it. There is a smaller version and the bigger version that you can get. There is loads of other designs you can pick and choose from. I really enjoy it. So when I started these lemonade sessions, there were no mugs like this, but now you can get them yourself. So this is it. Let's just have a look who is here today with us. I have Paul Gray saying afternoon, David. Afternoon to you as well. Coach Ryan is here from Vancouver. Sentil, you do a great job. Thank you very much. Yes, great job so far. Thank you very much, Rodney. Timonachi Glass. Hi, David. Albertus from South Africa. Awesome. Linda Lamont. Alicia is here. Coach Ryan, David does superb work. Thank you very much. Christine Case, as always. Byron is here. Elizabeth is watching. Marvin is here. Sestan, Stefan. I have a Facebook user though here. If this is you, I would appreciate if you head over to streamyard.com/Facebook. There is also a link in the description of this video. Just click it, and then this will allow me to actually see your name when you're commenting. When I click on your comment, you will be displaying as not a Facebook user, but with your actual full name and your details. I have Timonachi Glass. Okay, there is already a question. Very good job with the Q in front. So in case you do have any questions, ladies and gentlemen, please use a Q in front of your questions. Q and then how to, or is it, or when is, and so on, so that I can see that this is a question, and then I will need to answer it. It will allow me to actually go up and down in the comment section and then pinpoint the comments that I need to answer. Sometimes people answer each other's questions in the comment section, so I just want to see if there is a queue, this question will be directed towards me. Okay. Great stuff. This is nice. Maybe hot toddy will warm you up. Yeah, perfect. Nice mug. Thank you very much. So if this is you, if you wrote this comment, please just click on the link in the description, streamyard.com/Facebook. So when I click on your name, you will display with your full name on there. Yo, David. Victor is asking questions already, so we'll get those answered at the later point. Vibber, namaste from India. Perfect, Christine, thank you very much. GrooveGear.com. If you click on this link that Christine shared, or if you're watching from YouTube, just type in GrooveGear.com. This will allow you to go on and then get yourself a mugs like these. I also got some t-shirts and hoodies and loads of other stuff, which is super cool to have. Was that the site done using GrooveKart? Absolutely. So if you go to groovegear.com, it's one of the very, very good examples of GrooveKart stores, and this is a store that I will be probably showcasing quite often in the future, because it makes sense. It is really, really well made, but it's not complex, it's not complicated, it's simple, styled. Everything can be done by anybody, and we'll probably go over how it was created at a later date. My first time live with you, Albertus. Very good. It's good to have you here. So today is a LemonAid Q&A session where you can ask anything related to anything to do with Groove or marketing strategy or things like that, and I would be able to give my best guess and assist you. Good morning from Los Angeles. Tasha is watching us, and this is the link that Christine is sharing for StreamYard that will allow the people that were displaying as Facebook users to actually show up with their name and profile image on there. Awesome. So we are getting a couple of questions. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, in case you have a question, please put a Q in front of your question. I will leave this banner on, and we can dive into the questions from the users that posted during this Facebook post on here. So let's just go on and then dive a little bit deeper. Probably not this way. Let's just see. I have a couple of layouts. Maybe this would be good. So Sestan is asking, hello, David, can you explain how this hybrid affiliate program commission works and how to apply it? Do I just share my affiliate link and the software does the rest? Thanks. Yes. Short answer, yes. Long answer, if you go into groovejv.com, you can read more about this. If you just scroll down a little bit on the page, you can see that there is, plus we offer Groove Affiliate Assist. So let's just read it together. What is Groove Affiliate Assist? With the Groove Affiliate Assist, everyone wins. If you get someone to sign up for a free account, that's connected to you forever. Okay. Now, what about if they upgrade? If you promote the upgrade, you get full commission. If we Groove promote the upgrade, you get full commission. But if another affiliate creates content or a bonus that secures the upgrade, they deserve something too. This is why this program is so awesome. So let's just say that you are now promoting your links around the internet, and then you are getting in a lot of signups. So now you have a lot of signups that are just sitting there collecting dust. But what if there is another bigger player in the whole marketing world, a bigger influencer that can actually activate those people that are collecting dust inside your signups? So they're just sitting there in your account. They're not doing anything. Those signups are connected to you. That these are your signups. But what if you could get them to upgrade? If not you, what if somebody else could get them to upgrade? So if for example, now Team Verdu goes out there and then makes those people upgrade with Tim's bonuses and videos and so on, you get a commission, he gets a part of a commission, and then the person that signed up through you but upgraded with him, they get his bonuses as well. And once they pay, they will be happy user. They went in through Tim's upgrade link, but they will also be getting you your commission because you signed them up, you showed them the GrooveFunnels software previously. This works both ways. In case you're a big affiliate, you can actually get commissions for upgrading other people's users. And if you're just a smaller affiliate that you're just sharing and getting a lot of signups, this works both ways. When I started with when this actual affiliate program with the free GrooveSell started or came on live, I took my affiliate link, and I never did affiliate marketing previously. I shared it in some of the Facebook groups with some valuable content because I knew how to use the platform, so I could answer questions to other people's comments. And I shared my link. It was the beginning, so it didn't seem like spamming yet. What users are doing now, it is very spammy. But when I was doing it, I was really going into the helpful mode and answering all the questions that people had, like I was the actual company. And I got around 400 signups. From these 400 signups, 5 people upgraded. I sent them emails later on, but they just opted out from those emails. They didn't want to hear from me. And now when these people, these 400 people, when they actually are in my signups, they're just collecting those. They don't upgrade themselves. Somebody needs to go in and push them. Now, as we had this internal launch and the actual Groovathon, the type of launch, I had 13 people upgrade from those, and I didn't do anything else. I was just actually on camera most of the time doing the Groovathon. People went in there and upgraded because of this one. I got commissions for not doing anything. I just shared a couple of links previously, and then I just started collecting monthly payments from that one. So I believe this is an awesome thing. I didn't do anything. I just started receiving money for no reason at all. I'm super happy about this one. I don't actually need to do anything. If those other users from those 400, if they decide to upgrade at a later point, I will be getting money. Yeah, so that's the answer to this question. In case you have more information that you need to know, just go to GrooveJV and read through this one. It's available for everybody. So this is the question or the answer for this hybrid affiliate program. It's on live already and it is working, and it was working from when we started this Groovathon launch. Everybody that upgraded got either full commission or half of the commission because of this. Okay, Paul Walsh was asking, hi David, more details on how the agency part of GrooveFunnels will work would be good. So a little is known about the actual agency feature because at this moment it's still in development. It's not nearly coming to the finish yet. So at this moment, there is not a lot of information I know. What I know is that it will be very similar to what Kartra has, but Kartra has it quite limited. We'll have it more open to wider audiences. As you know, we'll try to do all of the platforms to have some sort of a freemium version. I'm not sure what depth the agency feature will be going. Will it be a freemium? Will it be not freemium? It is kind of a paid platform, or agency feature is a feature that the most of the companies will be using. So I'm not quite 100% sure about that, but I do know that it will have some sort of a layout as Kartra has, because Kartra was a brainchild of the founders, like Donna Fox, Mike Filsame, and so on. So they have similar vision for Groove, but a bit more wider, a bit more in-depth. Okay, so this was my answer as well. There's not a lot known about this, so I cannot share any further information on that one. D. Robin is asking, do you have to wait to set up a GrooveKart store to get an LLC or even DBA at first? This is, as Elizabeth said, this is legal question. I'm not allowed to actually give you yes or no, this is what you need to do answers. I believe you can start building out your stores and start running traffic to it. Once you actually get in sales, then you can see if this makes sense to create a company around it or so. Because if you get one or two or a couple of sales, it will not make a big difference. Making a company is good for separating your basically your bank accounts, your liability issues, and things like this. Something happens at a later point, people sue you for some reason. It's better to actually have a corporation or a liability or LLC or of some sort to cover you in case of these legal dilemmas or legal dramas. This is just my belief, and this is what I think, and this is what I explored myself as well. But just don't let this actually stop you in your way, in your tracks. Get on with building out your stores, get on with building out your systems, and then focus first on making it work. Okay, this is like when you're building out a car. Just put on the tires and the motor first before actually planning the seat belt, because the actual system needs to work first in order to have a seatbelt or place to put a seatbelt. That's just my opinion. Just put up a GrooveKart store and start and see if it works. Maybe it doesn't work at the end for yourself, so you may want to just delete that store. It's easier if you don't have a corporation around it. Paul Gray is asking, hi David, could you explain how to do the hard reset clear cache please within GrooveKart and GroovePages? Yes, sure. I can also share a Loom video that I did for others previously. Let me just share this cache. How to do an empty cache and hard reload. So everybody that is interested how to do an empty cache and hard reload, I will share a short video on here. You can maybe bookmark yourself. Oops, this is not the right question. This is the right question over here. And I will also share it on the YouTubes and the Twitch streams for you guys. So this is a short Loom video of 1 minute of exactly how to do empty cache and hard reload. Basically what you do, this is not only for GrooveFunnels and GrooveKart. You right click anywhere in the browser, go to inspect, the last option. You click on the reload button and then hold. You just choose the empty cache and hard reload. This will be the third option that you see once you clicked and hold the reload button when you are here inside this inspect element mode. That's it. This is what it shows. And then when you are in your GrooveFunnels app, make sure you go log out. Okay, when you do this inspect element, empty cache, hard reload, you need to log out, otherwise it will not be showing you the most updated version. Awesome. Do you know when we will be able to sell in GBP UK currency in GrooveSell? I know a ballpark. I can say in somewhere next week or the week after that. So this is being worked on at this moment, and there are some things that come in that can happen, and this is life. Some people experienced death in their families that is causing some sort of a delay. There are also, on other parts of the world, there are big commotions regarding political reasons, and there is strikes happening around the world. So this is causing some of our features to get delayed. We are working on it. We are managing other developers and things like that to work on different features. So some of our feature, like for example, the currency, is getting a little bit delayed. It should have been out this week, but it is getting delayed until the next week or the week after that. It just, life happens sometimes, and people need to take some time off to sort out their own private lives as well. And we just, like, we need to understand that sometimes things happen that can cause delays, and this is one of those things. So this is being worked on. Don't worry, don't panic. It is coming very soon. You will probably have it next week, but I cannot say for sure when exactly. These are our target dates, but as I said, okay, thanks, fingers crossed, not too long now. Absolutely not too long. Tricia, can we now create our course in GrooveMember? Yes. Is it fully functional? No, nothing is fully functional. Not even Facebook is fully functional. Also, can I migrate my email list to GrooveMail, or should I wait? So you cannot migrate your email list to GrooveMail. This is something that is not delayed because of development process. The code needed to import lists is finished. It's just that the servers need to get warmed up. I was talking with a customer the other day, and he was very, very angry at me because I told him that the list import is not available yet. And somebody told him that it is available and they can just start importing the list. He told me that he has a list of 1,200,000 people on his list, and he just doesn't know what to do with them because he now needs to pay a couple more months his current email autoresponder. I don't want to say names, but if you have 1 million or something, even 100,000 or just 10,000 people on your list, it shouldn't make an issue for you to actually pay a month or two of your email software. And to be honest, if I would have a list that big, I would not rely on a beta software immediately as a new feature comes out with pulling in all the million and something hundred email contacts into that software. Okay, so this is a reason, because if somebody does that, actually we want these people to be able to email their list, and their list to get the emails into the inbox, not to the spam folder, not to the junk folder. So this is the process. We need to warm up our IPs. We need to make sure that our servers can handle the load once we turn on the actual imports. So at this moment, there is no list imports. Don't get angry. This is good thing that it is not yet activated. I know that it is strange that it gets delayed, but it's just something that we need to develop further in order to have a better functioning process at a later time. So in case you are getting angry, you're getting frustrated, oh my God, what will I do with my email list? It's actually better that you cannot import it yet. So yeah, I knew that this will come. If people can't upload a list, it makes hard to email in any volume. If people can't email in any volume, servers can get warmed up. It's a bit of a darn if you do, darn if you don't situation, right? Not quite sure who this is. I have a good guess, but you are correct. But again, when you turn on importing lists for a platform that offers also a free account, you can get bad apples to actually spam people, and then you're warming up, the servers will not get warm up the correct way because those bad apples will be spamming their way through, and the people that actually paid for the software that expect a good service will not be able to have a good service because of those bad apples. So I don't think that we are doing a bad thing by just delaying it a little bit and getting the proper process in place. It's just going to get better for the future. Hey Donna, it's good to have you here. So Donna was flying all over the United States. She was visiting friends and family, and she was just enjoying herself. And this is what we need to do, guys. People are sometimes working so hard, and this is what I suggest you to do. Just take some time off. There are, and I read this somewhere, that there are people that are writing books and creating businesses, but the first thing they do is just take a long vacation. Once they have a long vacation, they have a clear mind and they can think about more things at the same time later on, because they have actually not thought about work, not thought about writing books and so on. So the first step is to not do work, and this is awesome. I don't say Donna is doing that. Donna is just something like me. She's always in there and always working. But give yourself time in case you're stuck somewhere, in case you're feeling nervous and frustrated. Just let it be a little bit. Just take some time off. Amir is asking, is it possible to have an affiliate program in GrooveKart? this is not an option that is available at this moment. So affiliate programs in GrooveKart are not yet available. Affiliate programs in GrooveSell are available, and GrooveSell is one of the best platforms to actually developing. Uh, yeah, I'll just jump in. I'll answer Amir's question at the later point. I just wanted to show this comment. Lol, my idea of vacation is working from a different location. I know how you feel. I'm the same thing. And it makes it hard when you're actually having a platform like your mobile phone pinging all the time, and Skype and Facebook groups and all kinds of things, and then they're just pulling in your attention. So I completely agree with Donna. This is my idea of vacation as well. It shouldn't be. My wife doesn't agree with me, and I believe she doesn't agree with our ideology. But at this moment, it's just so fun to do what we are actually doing. So to continue answering Amir's question, the affiliate program in GrooveKart, I believe that this would be a great idea. However, unfortunately, I haven't heard about this being developed or planned at this moment. I'm not saying it will not be done. I'm not saying it is never going to happen. I'm just saying that at this moment, unfortunately, I haven't heard plans of getting this done. People were saying that if this gets done, it actually makes it like a share a sale. I believe this is shareasale.com. It's some sort of an affiliate platform, affiliate marketplace where you can sell products, physical products itself, something like an Amazon affiliate program. You actually get a share or get a commission on selling physical products. This could be good. I don't know if this is being planned on our side. I'm pretty sure that somebody already thought about this one, but didn't get to it yet. As you know, we are a beta platform at this moment. We are developing a lot of our software, and then this is not where we are stopping. We are going to be 100% dominating these marketing services online with our platform at this moment. So I'm pretty sure this will be done at some point later. Elizabeth, she was doing a very, very good job answering people's questions on here. Thank you very much, Elizabeth Donati. You are awesome. And this is one of her questions on here. As you can see, she has a lot of questions. So let's just see if I can get them answered. I'm finishing up my store in GrooveKart. I asked months ago if there was a way to have a notification email go to my existing membership site platform, Digital Access Pass, and was told yes by John. I'm finding nowhere in the system to set that up. Without this capacity, the store is useless. I wouldn't say useless, because I can't automatically add members when they buy several products that are only accessible via the membership. So don't know what membership site you are talking about, if this is the actual memberships platform or membership plugin for WordPress. Okay, so this is on WordPress. You're most probably selling something using GrooveKart, and you want people to actually get access to this one. This is not an option, I believe, at this moment. We do have Zapier integration, but it will, I believe, not allow you to create a membership account inside a WordPress platform. What we do have is, if you're selling using GrooveSell, so not GrooveKart, as you're saying here, Elizabeth, in case you're selling using GrooveSell, you can set up webhooks in order to create accounts for people. This is what is working for people that have their membership platforms now on Kajabi. And this is what we are doing with Groove Digital Academy. Groove Digital Academy is on Kajabi. When somebody registers through GrooveFunnels.com, when they register, there is an account created automatically through webhooks in Kajabi. So this could be done, but this is, again, GrooveSell, not GrooveKart. Okay. I can't automatically add members when they buy several products that are only accessible via the membership site. Understand, this is the problem that we are solving. We don't want people to actually do this type of duct taping. We want people just to come, register, and even on the free account, be able to do all sorts of stuff like this without the need of connecting different platforms. We're slowly getting there. We just need a little bit of time. I see a place to put email in settings, but I need notification email to send out completely different email. That is not something that we can do. We can, I believe, notify people when a sale happened or an order, but I don't think you can get notified when somebody signed up through your to your membership platform and then using the account details and so on. Lastly, in the email that goes into the settings section must be tied into domain. We have the site pointed at. How do I create an email for this if there is no actual site being hosting on my other hosting platform? You can just come over here to, I created a video on this. This was related to GroovePages, but in case you just search for mail in Groove Digital YouTube channel, or it is available in Groove Digital Academy also, or on the support desk. You can see over here getting a professional email address with your domain that's connected to GroovePages. The same settings apply for GrooveKart as well. So you can just come over here, create an account with some of these platforms that I'm showing you in here. We also have timestamps. So in case you want to go, you can go through timestamps. So we have G Suite. We have Namecheap, G Suite. We have Zoho Mail. This allows you to have a free account as well. And there are a couple other honorable mentions that I mentioned inside the video over here, like Microsoft 365. I didn't register on this platform inside the video. I just pointed it out that it works the same way. So you can go in there and then have a look. Let's have a look. The rest of the questions. Amir, can GrooveMail be used to create an application and submit to my email? Very good question, Amir. This is something that is coming, and this is something that I asked for myself. In order to have a contact form handled by GrooveMail, this will be a possibility when we add on send email to xyz at mail.com. or gmail.com or whatever email you want. So it's some sort of a CC or a copy the responses. So in case you create a form, let's just say on your account, and in GrooveMail you want to set up that this form, when somebody submits it, the actual user gets a copy of, thank you very much, this is your submission, but you also get a copy of the submission that was posted on the website. So this is something that is being worked on. It is not yet available at this moment. You can handle that using web form or Zapier. So let me just go into the platform now and then show you how I would do that and how I actually teach people to do it. Let me just make myself a little bit bigger. I feel that I'm a little ant in there in the corner. There we go. Maybe a bit on the side this way. Okay, so now that we are here, we can go into integration. You connect Zapier in case you want, or you can go also with a web form. Web form is SendGrid. So in case you go to SendGrid, you can register for a free account. You put your details, your API key over here, your email, and then you can have the web form actually handle that for you. Inside GroovePages, you just set up a normal form with a text area. Okay, let's just open this one, for example. And okay, so now you have first name, last name, email, phone number. But in case you would like to receive a message, you would just need to come over here and use a text area and just pull it in here. So then you would actually style it yourself, and then this text area would be for the message. Okay, you can add this on. Your message. There you go. You can make text area required. And then once this is filled out, you have the first name, last name, email, phone number, message. And then when people press the send button, this is going to get forwarded on to yourself or to another person. I can show you a video where I actually go through this process and we build out this automation. So in case you just type in Zapier into the YouTube channel, setting up Zapier to automate your forms and GroovePages, this is basically the video that explains that whole process. We created a form. Let me just make it. We created a form. We went into GroovePages, and then we automated everything that is happening in there. So I go step by step with you, hand holding on a higher level, just so that you and everybody understands the process. This is working nicely. Okie doke. Question from Craig. Would it be possible to use GroovePages GrooveBlog when released with Pinterest, example, to enable rich pins or even pin from there? Not sure. This is probably going to be with some kind of an extra add-on. We don't have add-ons now in the system. GrooveBlog will probably not have this when it comes out. Would it be possible to use when released? I don't think that this will be added on when it's released, because this is not a core functionality. And if you've seen the development of our apps until this point, the core functionality was added on, and then we are developing it further and further. This is not something needed for core functionality, so I don't believe this will be added on when released, but that may be at a later point, or maybe but developed by somebody else through the API or the actual SDK that will be added. Will the Zapier integration web form work in GrooveKart? Nope, this is not for GrooveKart. GrooveKart has its own Zapier integration. The integration you see in GrooveFunnels at this moment over here is only to automate your forms in GroovePages. Okay, so this is a GroovePages Zapier connection. We don't yet have Zapier connected with GrooveSell. We don't yet have it with GrooveMember and so on. It's only working with forms in GroovePages. Okay, so GrooveKart has its own Zapier integration. I don't know to what extent it is going into, and what are all the things that you can automate with it. So in case we can go to back office, I can show you where that is found. Okay, it's loading in. Can you share the link about connecting to Zapier? I close it now, but in case you just go to the Groove Digital YouTube channel or just type in Zapier GroovePages in YouTube, that's it. I close it for now. I don't want to now go back into it. I just want to go on and continue with answering the questions. But it's really simple. Just anywhere, Facebook group, on Groove Digital Academy, in support, in basically anywhere, just look for Zapier and you'll find it. Here, this is the Zapier integration with GrooveKart. You need to turn it on, and then it is a manual integration. You will not find GrooveKart through the actual Zapier search. You need to connect it manually, and then click on this invitation link. Then this is an invite link for Zapier that will get your store connected. So this is what you need to do for Zapier and GrooveKart. Okay, that's a different setup than with GroovePages. Okay, so what size of images should we be using in GrooveKart for the main image as well as a sub image? The images are not set in stone so that you cannot modify. This is something that you decide yourself. Like if you come over here to any of these GrooveKart stores, let me just open, for example, this one. You can see that there are different sized images over here. There's a background image, which is a bigger size. There's a smaller image, which is this one. There's another big image. Then there are other images on here that are different sizes. So these are not set in stone. This is something that you can decide yourself. You just need to manage them in the settings on how to display the actual images. So on this, there is a lot of padding on this image. As you can see, this is an image, and then in GrooveKart at this moment, we don't have sizing. We don't have, okay, set it up to be, I don't know, 50% of the page or 100% of the viewable height. We don't have those settings yet, so this is working with padding. So you click on the actual image, you set up a or you click on the actual row, you set up a background image of the row, and you add on padding on top and bottom, just to space it out nicely. So this is how you can manage the images and then sizing inside GrooveKart. Okay. Madeline, I have used a free business email with Zoho mail service, but haven't received an email from GrooveFunnels to verify my email sender after following the steps on how to verify sender details. Does GrooveMail only work with certain email senders? Thanks in advance. No, Madeline, I actually have a Zoho mail myself over here, and I received the GrooveFunnels sender. Let me just hide it from you guys and then just bring it back once I found the actual email. I don't want you to read through all the emails that I get, but as you can see over here, let me just try to open it. There we go. So this is in Zoho Mail, and this was the actual verification email that was sent to me. So I have this verify. I just clicked this verify button, and it was done. I didn't receive it in spam. I just came into the inbox. So as you can see, Zoho Mail is not an issue. Try to delete the actual sender and try to do it again. Try to verify it again. Try to receive the email again. Make sure you set up. This is maybe silly to say, but make sure you put in the right and the correct email address, because it worked for me. I believe it will work for you. There must be just some snafu in there. Anamati, so this is a very good question that we are getting more and more now, and I'll explain this and probably link it to other people that will be asking this one. As I guess many are wondering, will GrooveFunnels will be completely GDPR compliant? I mean, all the stuff that we need in EU needs in place in order to use it. And it is late December. Okay, let's just answer this first. Yes, at one point. Okay, so when we actually do GDPR compliance, we will not say, yeah, I want this, I don't want that, I want this, I actually don't want that. So if we are going to make our platform GDPR compliant, which needs to be, at a certain point, it will be GDPR compliant. Okay, so it will be fully made so that everybody can use it. We plan to do business globally, and in order to have customers of ours also do business globally, we need to add some steps in place, and GDPR is one of those things. If you know, I'm also in Europe, so I'm also waiting for GDPR compliance, but this is not an end all system that if I don't have this, I can absolutely not do anything. You can develop your platform and everything, and then once the GDPR is available in GrooveFunnels, you can just turn it on, and then you are happy to do business as you planned to from the beginning. We are working on it. It is not something that is on a very high priority, because there are more functionality. There are higher priority functionality issues that need to be in place first in order to allow GDPR compliance to be a thing in the platform. So GDPR is coming. I don't know when. I don't have a date. It was late December, and it is still late December in the infographic. I don't know if this will be delayed or what's the story on that one. We'll have a meeting soon with the developers, and then we'll get the most up-to-date information on all the features that we want to add. Any chance at least some of the parts of GDPR can roll out earlier? I don't think so. This is not something I decide, and this is not something that if we do, like, yeah, we'll push out a little bit of the GDPR feature and then the rest will come later. That's not how it works, and it will not actually allow you to work, to be able to function properly as a business. You cannot have a little bit of GDPR compliance. That's just not how it works. Even with a little bit of GDPR compliance, you will still not be able to be GDPR compliant in the law's eyes. So I don't think that this is a thing a little bit or some parts. I can't wait. So I'm so excited to get fully on the Groove train. I know where you are. I'm here as well, sitting in Europe, waiting for some of the features like multi-currency and for GDPR. But it's just coming. I know that it is being worked on, so I don't lose sleep over that. David, could you explain the difference between Zapier and GrooveMail? Will or does GrooveMail have the same capabilities as Zapier? Zapier is completely different as GrooveMail. GrooveMail is an email autoresponder. It's a marketing platform that also has automations for marketing. Okay, for email. Zapier is a duct tape platform, which is not only working with email, but it's working with all other platforms as well. So what Zapier is doing is saying, take information from here, send it to somewhere else. GrooveMail is also doing some sort of automations and some sort of things like that, but it's not on the same level as Zapier, so it's completely different. There are no connections between the two, except that both of them can do automations, but it's just completely different. It's afternoon, so we're live somewhere? Yes. um, okay, perfect. So I'm finished with this screen now. I can go into this mode over here and then answer your questions from the live stream. Okay. I have a question from Timonachi Glass. Is there a search element to add to GrooveFunnels or cards so you could search either through keywords or through categories? GrooveFunnels, not in GrooveKart. You have header options that allow you to have the search function. If you have a look at here, let me just make it a bit bigger. You can see that this is a header of the normal default page in GrooveKart. Without being changed, you have the search function. You can type in tags, you can type in keywords and find products this way. This is not an element that is available in GrooveFunnels because GrooveFunnels is a GrooveKart has it. GroovePages doesn't have it because GroovePages is a static website builder. It's not a dynamic website builder. It doesn't have things to search for. Okay, GrooveBlog on the other hand, it will have dynamic elements to search for. For example, posts or categories. These are all dynamic and they are all searchable. But in GroovePages is not a platform that you can have this. Okay. How can we make 2-column layout in mobile? Victor, there is a video on that one and I will show you where to find it. So, okay. If we go into YouTube, actually the Groove Digital YouTube section, I will type in mobile. We can come onto, you can also search for keywords inside the support desk or on Facebook. But I'll show you where I actually did this. Here, making a long form sales page responsive. Okay, this is in the video. In this part, exactly 1 hour, somewhere around 1 hour, I'm actually showing how to make a 2-column layout on mobile. So vertical, tablet, and mobile. I am actually showing that exact thing. So if you have a look, we need to just duplicate the things on the page. I suggest you to watch this from the beginning, and then when we move things around, we need to make them smaller. We need to make them a 40%, and then they can come next to each other. This will be then showing next to each other on a mobile. There's a little bit more manual process in here, but it's not impossible. So if you want making a long form sales page responsive using GroovePages, this is where I guide you through this. There we go. So I made a 50% one image, 50% the other image, and then I just pull it up to the just next to each other, only on the on these two devices. Then when you go onto bigger devices, you need to just go back and make sure that they are nicely visible, and that's basically it. So if you want, you can go through this video, and here it is pretty cool. I'll share it here with you on YouTube, so you can just click on it and then preview it. Okie doke. Okay, question. Can I put up blogs on GroovePages created sites? You can. They are not dynamic, so you will not be able to just put a new blog post, which will also show up on the home page and then sorted by categories and things like this. You can create blog posts, but they will be static. Okay, so you need to create the actual menu for your different blog posts separately in GroovePages. But in case you want to do blogs and blog posts, and you're planning to do this now, I would just suggest you to wait a couple of weeks, and we will have GrooveBlog coming out soon, which will make it super easy so that you don't actually have to do a lot of manual processes and categories and things like that yourself. Jennifer, I'm trying to sign up for the GrooveFunnels affiliate free plan, but I have not succeeded. Watching from Kenya. Thanks. Go to groovefunnels.com, create an account. Once you did that, you'll just go into your dashboard, and there will be GrooveFunnels partner program. You click on that button, and then you're finished. Let me just actually showcase this immediately. So if we come here to GrooveFunnels, once you created your account, you can just click over here, Groove Affiliate Program. You click on there, and you just scroll down and then take your link. Okay, let's just wait until this loads. There we go. You scroll down here, you will have your links. You take this, and then you can start sharing out your link. There is no issues in that one. GrooveFunnels.com, you should be able to create an account. Don't use any kind of disposable email or something like that, because we have process in place to actually not allow people to create accounts with disposable emails. So you need to actually have a proper email, stable email for registration in Groove on GrooveFunnels. That's basically it. Okay, let's have a look. Hey, from India, just joined Platinum few days back. Awesome, you rock. Welcome to the team. Okay, doke. Facebook user, I just joined. Okay, so what's the best way to promote the Groove platform? Should I make videos, run Facebook Insta ads? Yes, start somewhere. Start with one, then in case it is working, then go to the other one, and then if that is working, go to the other one. Don't do everything at the same time. You can do everything, but not at the same time. Just start somewhere. Start with videos. Start to explore the platform yourself and start to make videos about it. Like create a YouTube channel, maybe showcasing the differences or sharing your opinions and thoughts and things like that. And then you can run Facebook ads, you can do Instagram ads if you prefer. Just start somewhere. Is it possible to copy pages, creating group pages, and use them in GrooveKart? That is not a feature. They are completely different platforms. They are completely different code and backend code. And GrooveKart is a dynamic platform. GroovePages is a static platform, so that wouldn't work. How do we connect them to other bigger affiliates? Are we able to just email them, or would we have to had oh god, we have had to have had them opt in something when they sign up for free account? Okay, so this was, I believe, about the hybrid affiliate program. So when you actually want to get your signups upgraded by other bigger affiliates, this is just out of your reach, unfortunately. You need to try to upgrade them yourself. That's the goal. Okay, you want the 100% commissions to get to you. Okay, you don't want to split commissions with somebody else. That's not the goal. You send out emails to the people that signed up through your link and get them to upgrade yourself. If your subscribers, if those signups had visited maybe a webinar or somebody else's for example bonus page, and they decide to upgrade through that, you will get commissions but you will need to split them with somebody. So I don't suggest to focus on what you're talking about here, Tasha. I believe you need to focus on trying to get the people upgraded yourself. Is it possible to import ClickFunnels pages into GrooveFunnels yet? Yes, there is a workaround that users found. So just look into the Facebook group, look through YouTube. There are videos on how to do that. I believe it's just clicking the preview button and taking that link and importing it to Groove, and not the actual published version of your page. So have a look in the Facebook group. Other users figured out a workaround. Okay, is Groove available in Brazil? Yes, there is groovefunnels.com.br. This is the Brazilian version of GrooveFunnels. How to make the order bump to appear on checkout? Well, you just set it up on your main product. So go into the main product, you set up the actual order bump and choose a product. You need to choose a product in order to have the bump appear. There's not much more to it. It's pretty straightforward. I will be doing videos on using order bumps when I'm doing funnels next time. So I will make sure that this is known also inside the title of the video, like making a funnel with order bumps. If I import HTML page, how do I make the images work? Do they have to be hosted elsewhere and linked to? Import an HTML page. I'm not quite sure how. If you're importing an HTML page and you own the actual HTML page, you can just import it using the page importer. It will also import the pages. It will not be added into your image library in GroovePages, but they will be added onto the canvas. So in case you do publish it, the page will have the images on there. You will need to manually upload them into the image library inside GroovePages in order to have them ready, available, so you can modify them. But just test it out, you will see what I mean. How many developers are working in GrooveFunnels as of now? Hard to say, because we do have an outside company, an outside office that is a company employing developers, and they have their own managers and they have their own employees and so on. So it's hard to keep track. People higher up the ladder, like Mike Filsame and the lead devs, would know those numbers. Unfortunately, I'm not that familiar with those numbers of the devs. Good morning, David. I just saw you, you are on live. It's early in Hawaii. Lol. Thank you very much for being here, and it's good to see you even in the early hours on our live stream. If people can't upload, okay, so I answered this one. I'm having difficulty with GrooveVideo. I use code embed to put on my page, and it worked during the beginning of the launch, but not since. Otherwise, I have an AWS, but Groove is not integrated. Okay, not quite sure what is the problem. I used code embed to put on my page, and it worked during the beginning of the launch, but not since. What is it that it's not working, Linda? If you could explain that, maybe I can assist you with that. In GroovePages, how do I set up blocks and text to automatically change while viewing on different platforms like PC, laptop, phone, etc.? How do I set up blocks and text to automatically change What are you trying to change, Tony? I'm not quite sure. Would you like to actually have it resized automatically, or to show a different text on different platforms? Not sure I understand what you mean by this. If you could explain a little bit in more depth, I would appreciate it. I'm following building out a one-page lead generation website. Whenever I select 2+ side-by-side empty boxes or testimonial boxes, one of the boxes goes underneath. Blocks wireframes select. Whenever I select 2+ side-by-side empty boxes or testimonial boxes, one of boxes goes underneath. Let me see if I understand this correctly. Actually use this. Okay. Let me close the comments. Sorry, guys. I'll get out of there now. Okay, so let's just go into GroovePages and let's just test this out. I'm not quite sure I understand what you are saying, but let's just see. So if I select 2 boxes, they come on top of each other. So empty boxes with 2x2 layout. I believe that's the issue. Come on, empty blocks. You can do it. Software also needs some encouragement sometimes just to work faster. Or testimonials, they said. Come on. I don't know if I'm too fast or the actual platform is slowing down a little bit. Empty. There we go. So 2 times 2x2. Side by side empty boxes or testimonial boxes. One of the boxes goes underneath. In here, yes. So on the mobile versions, the boxes will go underneath each other. I'm not quite sure what the actual issue is. Let's just see testimonial boxes. I do not understand the issue on there. So in case you could explain it maybe with a video, that would be appreciated. Okay, wasn't targeting. I agree with everything you said and with what Groove is doing. Thank you very much. How close are we to getting some sort of image library on GrooveKart similar to GroovePages? Right now, I can only load an image at a time. I would like to use image that I already have on one of my GroovePages. Great question. Not sure. I would need to actually ask the devs at this moment. I don't know if this is being worked on or not. When you save a template in GroovePages, is there any way to rename them or view in template library? Save a template page in GroovePages. So when you're saving templates in GroovePages, they will take on the site name or the actual page name. It depends on how you saved it. In case you save a page design, it will take on the page design. In case you're saving the template for the whole site, then it will be taking up the site details. So that's just the name that you save with. There's no way to rename the save templates. Finally, one of the wireframe 3x3 testimonial are selected has grayed out. I don't really understand this way. I would need to see the issue in order to assist you. When you love what you do, they never understand. You can do it 24/7. Absolutely. Brett, yo boss, do you have any update on when calendar program will be available? Boss unfortunately doesn't have an update on the calendar. This is not being talked enough about in the company. We are focusing on feature updates for the platforms that we have now, and we are focusing on the the closest upcoming features, or the upcoming, let's just say, apps or platforms in Groove. And the next one is GrooveBlog that is coming. So unfortunately, I don't know anything about the calendar program. We'll need to just double check with the devs. Guy Roland watching from India. I'm fresh new beginner and just a learning process. One question: how can I get advantage of different platforms as a French teacher? Not sure what I don't know what this means. If you can explain it, if you're talking about if we have trainings in French, unfortunately, not. We don't. I understand French. I'm not available in doing trainings in French because I don't know these words. I don't know even my mother tongue. I don't know these marketing words and slang and these marketing slang. I don't know how to say that in my own native language, and for sure not in French. Is there any material available in French? If no, how can we work it on? Most of my contacts are French speakers. At this moment, there is no French. Basically, at this moment, we are developing it only on English. Later on, we'll be focusing on different languages. But in case you want, you can have a look on YouTube to see if people are doing French trainings with GrooveFunnels. If a paid member doesn't make a payment on time, what happens? Restrict back to freemium until payment paid. How soon does it restrict? If have 6 websites, which 3 are left? Whenever, what if I never pay again? Support will reach out to you. There is no restrictions. If you didn't pay off, support will reach out to you. We will try to get you to pay. If not, unfortunately, you will get your account closed on the platinum membership. But this is handled by support. I don't know the actual process. What happens if somebody cannot fulfill all the payments? So you'll need to reach out to support in order to see what happens. How to connect a landing page subscribers to email list and mail sequence. You go to GrooveMail, create a form in GrooveMail, take this form code and embed it on your page in GroovePages, and now it is basically connected. Inside GrooveMail, you need to set up the sequence. The sequence is the first day email 1, second day email 2, third day email 3, and so on. So it's very straightforward. There are also videos on how to do this. There are in-depth videos on how to create sequences and campaigns and broadcast with GrooveMail already. Just search inside the Facebook group, search in the support desk, search in the YouTube channel. You'll find a lot of details on there. Is there an anchor link function on GroovePages for GrooveKart? What do you mean by anchor link function? You can link both platforms together in case you have a store and you want to link to your website. You can just create a link inside the navigation of your store to link to your website. The same thing with just taking the link from your store and putting it in the navigation menu on your GroovePages page. That is already available, but there is no automated way to actually select pages from GrooveKart. So inside GrooveKart, to select page on a website in GroovePages, that's just not available. Will the Zapier integration web form work in GrooveKart? Okay, I believe I answered this one already. Can you share the link about connecting Zapier? I also answered this one. I was asking more specifically about the product images. What size should those be? Again, there is no set image size. You need to experiment to see which one matches your products. In case you have 1 product on the page or 4 products, the sizing actually differs. So you'll just need to see what works the best for you. Do you know where I can get more info about Pure and Well supplement branding? GrooveKart, no info without adding them to the store, like labeling, ingredient searches on Google show nothing. Use the Groove Video search and groovevideosearch.com, and you can just look for Pure and Well, and you will be finding more information. There were webinars when this feature was added on to GrooveKart. So Mike Filsame and John Cornetta and John Garcia, they were doing webinars, and even Matt Seralta, they were doing webinars when Pure and Well was added. There is a lot more information in those webinars about this integration. Can we use Zapier to allow us to use Groove mail form and then send it to our email manager like MailChimp? Yes, absolutely, you can do that. You can also connect MailChimp directly to GroovePages. Or wait. Zapier to allow us to use Groove mail form and then send it to our email manager like MailChimp. No, Groove mail is not connectable. Groove mail doesn't work with Zapier yet. Zapier works with GroovePages, and there is another integration for Zapier with GrooveKart. There is no integration with GrooveMail yet. In case you want to have GroovePages, okay, a GroovePages form to send details into MailChimp, that is already possible. I want to add people to GrooveMail via form, but I want them to be added to my master list in MailChimp, so I can use existing autoresponders. Yeah, that is not possible at this moment. Okay, I'm struggling with GrooveMail. I have a pop-up, but the button from code embed form is hidden for some reason. When I test it still shows 0 leads. Support hasn't been responsive enough. I've been waiting a week with minimal feedback. Aurea, some things take time. Even our support team doesn't know everything. Some of them are coders, some of them are not coders. They probably need to just see what the issue is. In case you are in communication with them, they are looking into this matter. So I don't want to get involved, because it requires people to get into your account and then see what could have gone wrong. If there is an actual bug that is causing this issue, they also report it immediately to the rest of the developers in order to get this bug sorted out. So Aurea, the only recommendation I have at this moment is just to wait and see the solution. If they are in contact with you, they are working on your solution, just be patient, please. There are other ways to work around this one. Just let them work on this. Just duplicate your page and find a different solution. Just use a free MailChimp account until then, if you want to move forward, or just work on the rest of the development process on your website. I have a spreadsheet of my email list. Is the GrooveMail available to use? Upload an email to a list now? No, you cannot upload it yet. I cannot get my GrooveKart to connect from form to work. When I click on the link, it says contact form is not available at this moment. How can I fix it? Terence, I'm not quite sure. Reach out to support. They could actually look into this one for you. If it gives you these error messages, they will be probably quick to reply back with a solution. Okay, this is again the same issue. Which video shows the place to create the autoresponder email sequence? Actually fill in the email body. There was one a couple of days ago which I created. Let me just share my screen over here. I'll also hide my comments on here. If you come to the Groove Digital YouTube channel or inside the Facebook group, you can find the video which is building out a Groove mail sequence with automations. This is where I built out an email sequence, so this could actually help you. Building out the Groove mail sequence, just search for the keywords Groove mail sequence anywhere, you will find it. That's my suggestion for you guys. If you have something that you are looking for, just use the search functions first. It is quicker. It is, it's quicker, and it's more relaxing for you to search for answers yourself. then to actually go into the Facebook community, to wait your post to be approved, and then to actually get the response from somebody, or to contact support and ask, where can I find it? Like search. I just wasn't sure if we were legally allowed to reach out to free signups without an additional opt-in if they were enrolled. You can reach out to them. This is they actually agree to the terms of service and privacy policy for receiving emails when they sign up. How can I place a Groove video on GroovePages or GrooveMember? Is it possible? Yeah, in GrooveMember you cannot. In GroovePages it is possible. You take the embed form or sorry, embed code from GrooveVideo and you embed it using the code embed element in GroovePages. Search for GrooveVideo. There is a training I created for that purpose. Will my Groove affiliate link work for the Brazilian audience or other countries? You need to actually get to groovefunnels.com for actually it will be working, but in case you want your link to pull in people to the Brazilian funnel platform, then you just need to go to groovefunnels.com/br and get your link from there. I'm building a store that needs to be connected to Dropify. Should I be building in GroovePages to get a beautiful looking website, and when they hit buy now, send them to GrooveKart checkout? I was advised to do it this way, or you were already advised. Or can GrooveKart make nice looking pages? Basically looking to make nice looking store with ability to buy 1 bottle and 3 bottle post purchase upsell downsells, but in the end I know I have to be connected. You can do everything that you just mentioned in GrooveKart. It is building out pages is very, very similar to GroovePages because we have GroovePages for GrooveKart. You can build out pages in GrooveKart as well. There are some elements and there are some features that are still missing from the GrooveKart builder, but it is stable enough to actually create the store that you're actually planning to. Sorry, I thought I deleted the comment. I rebuilt the page while watching live here and it's working now. Okay, great. Good to know. I'm trying to build out a page, but my text always stacked on top of each other in the smaller platforms like phone or laptop, but looks okay on PC. It shouldn't be on laptop. It shouldn't stack up on laptop. Maybe your screen is very small. It depends on the screen size, basically your screen size. Then it could be, but try to just open it on bigger platforms. Try to open it on a different device and see if it's still happening. I just noticed that when I go to publish the page, the pull down has the name of the previous page that I published, not the page that I'm currently editing. Is this a bug? I just noticed that when I go to publish a page, the pull down has the name of the previous page that I published. Not the pages. I'm not quite sure. You cannot publish a page. You can publish a site. When you actually go and publish a site, that is this is talking about GroovePages. I believe you're talking about GroovePages. When you publish a site, it doesn't matter what page you're on. So it could be just a naming thing in GroovePages, but I don't think that this is an issue. If someone signs up under me, will I get 10% of their commission as a free member? You'll get 5% of their commissions. This is the second tier affiliate. So you sign up somebody, and then that somebody goes and shares their link. You will get 5% of that. Can you repeat when GrooveBlog is coming out, please? I know someone who's really looking forward to it. Thanks. It is coming out soon. I didn't give a date because I don't know a date. It is coming out within a couple of weeks. Now, this could be 5 weeks or 3 weeks. I don't know, but it's being developed and finalized really soon. You may have answered this earlier, but is blog feature available? Yeah, I just answered this one. When I went to my GrooveKart page, I received the following error. I sent to support, but maybe you know something. Story in the middle of switching the upgrade. Please be patient. Switch can take up to 50 minutes. If it takes longer, please contact support. Here is additional information for developers. Current theme, new theme, concurrent container GK app. To be honest, I haven't seen this error message. It seems like you had a store in GrooveKart, but now it's being transferred over. This is being worked on. As you know, we had changed the way GrooveKart works. Previously, it was a standalone app, completely separate from GrooveFunnels. People that had their stores on there that created on the previous platform, in the standalone platform, those stores need to be transferred over. So this may be the reason why you're getting this. I'm not quite sure, but I'm 100% sure that the support will know the answer to this issue. You may have answered this, but blog feature. Okay, so I answered this a couple of times. When I work on my membership site, I get to the point where I only get the spinning wheel. I try to log in as a user. The only way I found to fix it is to delete it. To delete, is there any issues you know of? The only way I found to fix is to delete. I don't know what you're deleting. Is deleting the membership or deleting the user, or I don't fully understand the issue. So when you're working on it, there is a spinning wheel, and then you try to log in as a user, but then it stops when you delete something. I don't clearly understand what you are, what you did, and what the issue is. So if you could explain that a little bit more, that would be great. Anchor links are within the same page. Okay, so anchor links were about the blocks, connecting links to different blocks. I don't know if this is available in GrooveKart already. I would need to look into this. I know that this is available in GroovePages, but don't have the information if this is something available in GrooveKart. In other words, who will be paying me? Groove will pay you if this is connected to the second tier affiliate. You pulled in somebody, that somebody pulls in somebody else, you will get 5% if you're on the free account. Where can we find how to get a URL link to a funnel individual page? Example, I see your main URL link, but for a site, but not sub pages or pages specific to a funnel. Where would I go to see that live? You would, there is no way to see those live in GroovePages. You set those URLs up yourself. You need to go in and then set up the page URL. So if your root domain is, I don't know, lauracole.com, it would be lauracole.com / the name you give to your page. For example, you're building out a contact page, you write page title contact, page URL contact. Okay, so it will be lauracole.com / contact. This is what you set up yourself. There is no link that you can click within the builder at this moment in order to get to that specific page. Does Groove works with constant contact? It works through Zapier. So there is a way to connect it with Zapier. It doesn't have a direct inbuilt integration. I have problem with multiple currencies. Everybody has problem with multiple currencies because they're not available. Everybody that wants them available, they are not available inside GrooveSell. In case you're talking about GrooveKart, that is a different issue. Not sure what the issue is because you didn't write it out. To import an HTML page, does it need to be live online, or can I import it from a folder on my computer? I'm thinking PLR content where you cannot publish it from your computer. It needs to be online. It needs to be published somewhere on the internet. Can you please share a link to request GrooveKart feature? Yes, so it's Canny, groovekart.canny.io. So groovekart.canny.io. There we go. So this is for a feature request portal for GrooveKart. Let me just share it also in Facebook. Give me a moment, guys. I don't think I need to share my screen. I'm just pasting a link in the live stream. GrooveKart.canny.io. Okie doke. So, how to use AWS Amazon for Groove Video. So you just connect your account using the API or the details that Groove Video is asking, and then you when you go into Groove Video to upload the video is getting uploaded to your Amazon account. Does GrooveFunnels support the automatic creations of credential or to GrooveMember, or does it require people to create their accounts manually? So at this moment, the GrooveMember that you're seeing is just a very, very base version of what we are going to, of what we are planning. At a later point, there will be an automatic creation process, and it will be using webhooks to other platforms, so you'll be able to connect it with all kinds of different stuff. At this moment, it is manual. People need to register themselves. We're also working on an integration with GrooveSell, so that when somebody purchases and you have a course, or you have something that you want to fulfill with a membership site. Let's just say you have a couple of videos that you're selling, and when somebody purchases those videos, you want to have the ability to immediately offer an account with a membership platform where those videos are. So we'll have a couple of different versions. We'll have a form where it asks for username and password. Similarly to the groovefunnels.com, we are asking actually people to set up their username and passwords immediately when they register. This way we can add them onto different systems in our platform, but this will be available also for everybody at a later date. I don't have an ETA, so don't ask me about that, please. Is GrooveKart capable of making funnel looking pages like GroovePages? Looking to make my product pages look like a funnel, and then when they check out, push them onto GrooveKart checkout. Yes. Only thing is that at this moment, the native GrooveKart works with cart pages, so it's like an add to cart. There is also a version of buy now buttons, of a direct checkout buttons, but it works differently than what it works with in GrooveSell. So you can, yes, the answer is yes, but you need to experiment and tweak those to avoid the cart adding to cart, because people, if they add it to cart, they can just simply remove it, and you don't want to give them that option. How long does it take for GrooveGear orders to arrive? Ordered on still no updates. I don't have information on this one. Please reach out to support in regards to that. I have to delete the membership. Okay. I didn't have issues like that, Eric. For when I'm building GrooveMember memberships, I didn't receive this error. I didn't have this error happening yet. So if you have this happening constantly, please record a video, create a bug report in the feedback portal. This is what our developers are looking at. So just add it on there in order for them to see, and they can actually fix this. Just make sure you record a video, because these types of things are hard to explain in words and hard to understand in words. So a video would explain it very, very nicely. Hi, David. Hello from Malaysia. I have a number of newbie signups. What is your suggestion for where they should start, and what videos to start learning from initially getting involved? John, congrats on getting the signups. I just suggest sending them to Intro to GrooveFunnels. Okay, Introduction to GrooveFunnels is a video that is available in our YouTube channel, in the support desk, also inside the actual platform itself. Let me just share my screen. So if you come over here to Groove Digital, just go into your dashboard. If people click this tutorial you cannot see it from my chair. This at the bottom of here, tutorials, if they click this, they will be loaded in onto this page. Intro to GrooveFunnels, complete beginner's guide to working with GroovePages. I also did another one with GrooveKart. So intro to GrooveFunnels, this is a 10,000 foot overview of all the platforms that we have available in GrooveFunnels. Here is specifically about GroovePages, and then I have another one that just came out, I believe, day before yesterday, which is directly towards GrooveKart. So this is the intro to GrooveKart for new members. So you can get that sent as well. We'll add this on to the page on here so people can watch this as well. These are longer videos. These do a complete overview of the platforms. So this is something that I would share for the users to start with. Okie doke. I'm just finding where I stopped. Okay, I have to delete the membership and recreate. This is the second time that the issue has occurred. Also, the GrooveKart store is on a new platform since I created it recently. Okay, Eric, these are two issues that I unfortunately am not the best person to assist you with. As I said, for this membership issues, please record a video. If you create a bug report in the feedback portal, this is what the devs are looking at. And also, in case you're having problems with your GrooveKart store, reach out to support, because I believe this is what it's being told, to reach out to support, because they can look into this for you. Other than that, I would unfortunately not be able to suggest anything else. Will GrooveMember support a dashboard where you could have multiple courses? Yes, this is being worked on. This is going to be coming out in a couple of weeks. I believe 2 weeks. But yes, it is coming out soon. Yeah. Is there a sequence that you would recommend that they follow, and where is the best place to point them to? It depends who are you talking to, what your newbies or what your people that you pulled into the software, pulled into the community would like to do. Just point them to the right direction. I really give my best to cover all the aspects for the people that are creating GrooveKart stores, for people that are doing memberships, for people that are doing websites and funnels. There are loads of trainings that explain different aspects. Just send them to the YouTube channel and then let them browse around to see what we have. We have a lot of content that they can learn from. Does a funnel share feature support sharing email sequences? If not, are there plans to? I don't know if there are plans. It doesn't support it at this moment because that is not a part of a funnel. So when you're talking about the funnel at this moment, these are pages inside GroovePages. So the actual funnel at this moment is nothing else, only pages in GroovePages. Is it cold in Croatia? I'm used to seeing you in I'm not used to seeing you in sweater. Hell from sunny Vegas. Yes, it is actually. It's not extremely cold, but it's getting colder and colder. So yeah, I got my my sweaters out, and this is one of the sweaters that I like to wear. Most of the other ones are those, as people call it, ugly Christmas sweaters. I love those. They're so comfy, and I love the Christmas feeling. I'm a big Christmas guy. So yes, I don't know how it is in Vegas on Christmas and on actual winter time, but I really love the cold when you go out from your house, and it's like it hurts. It's so cold, but you are nice and cozy in your clothes, and it's just awesome. It's possible to change the template for GrooveKart. Will there be more templates being released for GrooveKart? Both of those is so is it possible to change the template? The answer is you can design it yourself. Will there be more? Yes. So there are templates already are designed, and they are getting designed as we speak. There is just a feature that is being developed on how to actually choose and change the designs that is still being developed and not fully finished yet. Can you buy your own product to test everything is working properly in a sandbox environment? Yes, you can within GrooveSell and GrooveKart as well. So both of them you can do it. Do you know when the option to change billing information will be within dashboard or easier to access? Yes, this is coming within the next week or two. We'll be having the full account billing, self-billing platform built into the actual GrooveFunnels dashboard. Can you please quickly show how we tweak in GrooveKart checkout so they can't remove product from cart in response to my question earlier about making GP look like GK? I would need to also test this. I would need to play with it. I don't have a quick solution for you. There are buttons. There are elements that I know that they are not add to cart elements, but they are direct checkout elements. But you would need to have a look into this one. I would need to also play with it. I didn't use those yet. How can we delete someone from GrooveMail list? There used to be an archive capability, but it's disappeared. So in case you're talking about the lead, you click on the leads button. So you go to GrooveMail leads, and you have a list of people, basically your leads. Use the scrolling thingy at the bottom of the page, or on the top of the page, not quite sure, but use that scroll thingy to actually go through to the end until you see there is a button which says action. You can click on the action and delete a lead, and this is how you can delete someone from GrooveMail list. Can you please quickly show us how we tweak? Okay, so I actually gave my response to this. When I pulled the web page into GroovePages from a WordPress site, it seemed like the original rows were separated out, and it was almost impossible to arrange things properly. Is the proper solution to add element or empty blocks and drag the content into those elements? When I pulled a web page into GroovePages from a WordPress site, it seemed like the original rows were separated out, and it was almost impossible to arrange things. Yeah, so the import feature, Brian, is still being worked on. It imports nicely the HTML pages, and users are reporting that it works more and more better with static pages. Now, WordPress is a completely different game. It is a dynamic website. So it's a dynamic platform. So it would have different elements that it needs to pull in from different places. So this is probably why it is not giving you the rows and the actual arrangements on the page properly. But this is being worked on, and I know that we have developers that are working on this. So just allow some more time to actually have the actual feature developed for more platforms. You're awesome, David. I really appreciate you, and thank you for answering my questions. You're doing a fantastic job. Thank you very much. Fearless. That's what I'm trying to do. Is there a video showing where to put the code on WordPress website? I own, so can use URL importer, or is there a Groove WordPress plugin? Groove will not do WordPress plugins for now. There is no WordPress plugin from Groove. And then to put your code on WordPress website, you just need to put it in the head section. It says it in the import feature. Place it in the head section, and for that one, there are plugins in WordPress. Just go to plugins, search head or code or something like that, header, footer, and then you can actually add it to the head section of the page. Love the code. I used to be nuts too. Yeah, so the the cold times I like, but I don't like the wet times. When it's snowing so much, and then there are cars passing, and there is this slushy, it's like disgusting thing, and then it gets stuck onto your clothes and on your boots and so on. I don't like that feeling, and I don't like that slushy madness. But I do like the cold, and I like when it's snowing. It's just beautiful. And then what I like the most is getting cozy inside with a nice cup of tea and watching people outside uh, slipping on the ice and just having trouble walking while you're in there in a nice and warm. And it's like, oh, it's so good. Yeah, it's strange, but it's a good feeling. Will you be on GrooveKart Challenge training today? I will give my best to come on there. Yeah. Any rough estimates on when GrooveVideo and Custom Code elements will be added into GrooveMember? Not trying to trap you, but we are looking at 2020 delivery or likely 2021. We're looking at 2020 delivery. I don't have the dates, though. It will be developing slowly, but I don't fully know when. Thank you for your answers, and great to know about your favorite sweaters. Yeah, thank you very much. I really love my sweaters, and I know some people don't love those ugly sweaters, but it's just I'm strange like that. So let me fix my focus. Okay, there we go. I'm using an outside platform which sometimes loses the focus, but now it's fixed. It's bonfire night in UK tonight. Lots and lots of fireworks going on. Awesome, that's great. How many wives do you have in Croatia? Your profile pic looks like 5. Yeah, my profile picture in Facebook, it is actually strange. This was in I was working in tourist entertainment in Thailand and Croatia and all kinds of different countries, and the image that you see in my Facebook profile is taken in Thailand on my birthday a couple of years ago, where all my colleagues were there. My wife at that moment, she was not my wife, she was taking the picture, and she got me these go-go dancers and so-called entertainment ladies, not the nasty kind, but the kind that dances on the tables, and a couple of them actually to celebrate birthday with me. So yeah, my wife was was the one that organized that whole thing, and everybody wanted to take a picture with a birthday boy. And then this is one of the best images I could have found between those collections, and I just love that it looks, it brings out me in the camera. It's like I aim to please, and I always surround myself with great people, and I just love those images. Cool wife. Yeah, yeah. um Awesome. Green screen looks good. A green screen is something I will be teaching at a later point. I don't think it will be part of GrooveFunnels because this is not related to that, but I will probably just do tutorials for the members in the group. I want you guys to know once our streaming platform will come out, and then when we'll have Groove webinars as well, how to actually create professional looking videos like this one with a green screen. You don't have to have a lot of money to purchase green screen and then technology like that. I will go through different steps to set up something like this, but I don't really enjoy it because sometimes you can see around my head, around my hair, and when I'm doing this, you can see this green, and it cuts out my hand strangely from the video. Awesome. How do you allocate time to groove without wife getting mad? I found all my time in front of the computer. Yeah, it's hard. I have a really cool wife, as Paul said. She really is the best, and she just deals with my stuff. We are we have a son, so he is also demanding, but he likes to be more with my wife, because my wife is more the active type and runs with him and so on, and I'm the more or calm daddy. I play with toys with him, and then read books and so on. So he enjoys running around the house with my wife, but then when it's time to calm down, then I come into play, and this is most of the time during the evening. Thanks for all the answers and info as always, David Lemon. Thank you very much for being here. I'm unable to resize the carousel media element to fit to the page. I have tried several sizing options, but couldn't fit the image to the screen. How do I go about it, please? So the actual carousel element depends on the on the images themselves. So you need to make sure that your images are custom resized, so every image needs to be the same size, and then you can actually size the element to be according to the image size. Your wife got you go-go dancers. Awesome, lady. Absolutely. Do you use OBS? Yeah, it is OBS. Your neon sign is gone. Yeah, it is gone, and I cannot use it with a green screen at this moment. And I believe when I do trainings in this type of way, it would not match. So I just got rid of it, and I got a logo instead. I like sometimes pointing on the logo. It just makes it easier. In GrooveMail, I did not see an unsubscribe link to include in the emails. Also, I was unable to add the customer name in the subject line. Not sure if missed something or did something go wrong. Colin, there is an unsubscribe link added into the emails, and this is managed in the senders tab. So go into the senders. Again, why am I out of focus? Go into the senders option. Once you are in the senders option, you can manage the unsubscribe link. What does it say? And then, okay, it should be better now. And then over there, basically you manage what will be added into the emails. The subject line for the customer, this is something custom that is not an option yet. You can add on these variables, custom variables, to email content, but not into the headers, the titles at this moment. Congrats on your son, Lemon Jr. Thank you very much. Fun hearing about your life. Yeah. I don't share it a lot because I want to focus on work, but it's good to put in a couple of information like this just to make things fun. Great. So this is now a 1 hour and 45-minute training, guys. It is a video where I answer the questions. I will wrap this up slowly. I have some other things to do. Prepared live stream for tonight. We're going to have an awesome session with the one and only Darcy Hall and Mr. John Garcia for GrooveKart. So in case you're into GrooveKart, successfully verified a custom domain. Yes, easy peasy. So glad you guys got it, got other senders added to it. Yeah, it was always a plan. It just needed to have a little bit of time to get in. So yeah, make sure you come on to the training in case you are working with GrooveKart stores. Make sure you join our training with Darcy Hall and John Garcia in order for you to learn how to use the platform. Yeah, that being said, thank you very much for being here. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully I got your answers, questions answered. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what you build with this information now you have on your hands. So that being said, thank you one more time for being here. Hopefully see you tonight as well. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.